Here are the top 10 places to eat in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. Hey, it's Jess, the fun-sized foodie, and I've eaten and explored in over 12 countries and 30 plus major cities. I just finished a trip to Vietnam and Thailand, and I can't wait to show you everything, especially the food. And that's exactly what we're focusing on in this video. Let's get started. Our first stop is Cơm Tấm by Ghien. They serve Vietnamese broken rice dishes and won a Michelin star in 2023. When it comes to broken rice, there are so many different toppings. And you can see all these Vietnamese aunties are cooking at scale. A lot of hard work goes into making these dishes. They start with a bed of rice before putting on a bunch of different toppings. She's putting pickled veggies, and then a small bowl of fish shots will go onto the plate. And they'll wake up early to prepare every single item. And I just witnessed these ladies make Vietnamese steamed egg meatloaf, aka chả trứng hấp. And we have another auntie to the side removing all the burnt bits off the grilled meats. It's a labor of love, one that's worth it. And then I saw this auntie push out an entire tub of marinated meat. It's crazy to see the scale that they are cooking at. And you have one auntie grilling them up to perfection. And typically these marinades will have oil, sugar, soy sauce, you gotta have fish sauce, and sometimes they'll include MSG. Do not be afraid of MSG. At the end of the day, it's simply just salt. Ooh, they just put on a new tub of meat for her to cook. Like, look at the size of these things. It smelled so good from where I was sitting that I had to just come up close. She's grilling, smoke rising, and fans are blowing away. You can tell that years of experience went into doing this. And all these aunties have been doing it for forever that it looks effortless. Again, she's taking off those burnt bits before dunking them in some more marinade sauce, maximizing the amount of flavor in every bite. Next thing you know, your plate's gonna look like this. Man, doesn't this look just so amazingly good? You got the bed of broken rice, your grilled meats, egg meatloaf, pickled veggies, and topped with a fried egg. And you have to douse the entire thing in fish sauce. It wouldn't be a Vietnamese dish without it. Could not have waited any longer to get into this. But I will recommend that anytime you're in Vietnam, you have to get an avocado smoothie. Back to the food. Gotta get a bite of that chả trứng. Think the only time you can get this is with a cơm tấm dish. Here we have xương heo, which is basically a grilled pork chop. And then taking a bite of that grilled chicken skin. Nothing but flavor because of that marinade. Another type of chả. Or is it? Oh, this is probably like chả cá.
Ở xíu mại à?
Xíu mại. There were so many different toppings, even I didn't know what they were. But I promise you, it's all gonna taste amazing. And these aunties don't even hold back on the portion sizes of these. You can expect to spend about 100 to 200,000 Vietnamese dollars, which converts to $4 to $8 USD per person at this restaurant. And in America, it will cost double that, so about 15 to 16 bucks per plate. Love the prices here in Vietnam. Moving on to our next location, but first we had to cross the street. We just followed a random loco.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Our second location is the bun sale restaurant, and the prices here are super cheap.
Lighting it up. Oh, careful. That's splash zone. You don't want hot oil spilling on you. Your eyebrows would have burned off.
This guy put in so much hot oil that when the batter hits the pan, it instantly fries up. You can just hear that sizzling. And with every crepe, it gets a large shrimp added to it. We order about 12 of these, and they're pretty small compared to your average bun sale. So you can eat about 3 or 4 of them. and they make them that way to maximize crispiness. As you can see, they put hella oil in them, so that further maximizes crispiness. As it's all cooking, he starts adding in minced pork. And then he continues by adding a quail egg to each one. I absolutely love quail eggs. Similar to your regular chicken eggs, but a little different. And so much cuter because they're smaller. And then bean sprouts are added to give it a nice crunchy and refreshing texture, before flipping them to enclose them in. Ow. Let's just say I got hit with that oil a few times while recording this. And once they're all done, he puts them to the side so that they can cool off before you get to eat them. So what you do with these is turn them into spring rolls. You grab a rice paper wrapper, add on your greens and pickled veggies before adding a whole crepe to the spring roll. Normally, they're larger, so you take a piece of crepe and add it to your spring roll. Then roll it up and dip it into fish sauce or peanut sauce. I absolutely love peanut sauce, so that's my go-to. It's super crispy, but it's hella oily. Pho Hoa. Oh man, that's a big wrap. Alright. Let's do it. These crepes were so good and incredibly crispy. And yes, they were oily, but I knew what I was getting into when I came here. It's super cheap too, and you won't regret coming here at all. Fair warning though, if you order a crepe with squid, they don't remove the squidding, so when I ate it, my mouth was all black. Oh boy. Oh, squid ink is gone. And the thing about Vietnam is that it's normal to see cockroaches roaming around. Unpleasant, but normal. Did you know that they could fly? Yeah, scary, right? Next up, we have Pho Hoa Pasteur. They have a location in SoCal, but let's see how they compare. Okay, let me tell you how it is in Vietnam. If you see food on the table that you didn't order, it's not free. Anything that you eat, you'll have to pay. They'll keep track of it all and charge you towards the end of your meal. And that includes the wet napkins. I'm at Pho Pasteur and we're gonna eat some bomb pho. This place was recommended to me by my brother and I think a few people. Oh, that's strong. Ngon. It's good. It's strong, which is pretty good. Chanh muối. That's really salty. So that's good. Nhờ đi mà cũng ngon. Quen là cũng ngon. Chắc ba. Muối này nó mặn quá. Yeah, babe. That's reasonable. Here we got the Pho Dak Diek, which translates to special pho. It has all different kinds of beef in it. And we got the Hot Ga, which is a poached egg in their pho broth. Customize your bowl of pho to however you want, but I like to add lemon and a ton of Thai basil. I like to grab a bundle of the Thai basil and then rip them apart into smaller pieces. And then make sure to taste that clean broth. Just from the broth alone, you can tell how high quality this was. A pho broth needs to be simmering for at least 8 hours. Compared to the pho in California, the noodles here broke apart more easily. And I absolutely love adding hoisin sauce to my bowl of pho. I'll add a ton. In Vietnam, it looks more brown and not super sweet like it is in America. Got some bò viên. Yeah, the tương đen is so different.
That's kind of anticlimactic.
Egg yolk. The egg yolk made it so much more creamier. It got some nicely well done beef flank. And here's what the sriracha and hoisin sauce look like. The sriracha was more of a bright orange compared to the sriracha in America where it's like a deep color red.
That is mild.
And surprisingly, it wasn't even spicy at all.
So, oh, it's sweet. The hot sauce is sweet.
And this place is known for their central Vietnamese food. We ordered things like gỏi cuốn, which are spring rolls, and bánh bèo, which are steamed rice cakes. These were soft, yummy, and so full of flavor. If you've never had it, I recommend you trying it at least once in your life. This is what my mom would make while I was growing up. Get yourself a plate of bánh bột lap, steamed tapioca dumpling, sticky, chewy, and delicious. This is a unique chicken dish where they turn different parts of the chicken into something incredible. We got chicken broth, chicken-infused rice, chicken salad with fresh herbs, and grilled chicken. We ordered 6 different dishes and a few drinks, all for about 742,000 Vietnamese dollars, which converts to about 30 USD. And if you're in Vietnam, look out for this drink. It's made with mineral sparkling water and tastes so much better than Sprite. I bought 5 bottles of these at this restaurant. Next location is Bánh Mì Huynh Hoa. So many tourists come here from all around the world just to eat their banh mi. You can see how much hella meat they pack into these sandwiches. From what I can tell, it's about 4 different kinds of jia, pork meatloaf. He'll pack them in before tossing them to the side for the next guy to add the next toppings. And this guy continues to add in other types of meat before just slathering on heaping amount of pate. Oh my god, just look at that. And then smothers on that Vietnamese mayo. These guys know how to do it. They do it so fast. Next thing we knew, we got our order. They'll provide gloves, napkins, and a bag of veggies to add to your banh mi.
Come on in.
And right next door, they'll have an eating area that's air conditioned. One of the workers said they needed more room, so they bought out the 2 spots right next to them. In the eating area, they even sell nước mía, which is sugarcane juice. You can see them making it right on the spot, super fresh.
Yeah, come on, go. That's bomb. I love the sweetness.
The auntie here was so sweet, she offered to cut our banh mi's in half. You can tell the banh mi is tailored to foreigners because how much meat is packed in. Luckily, they give you a bag of pickled veggies and fresh veggies to put into your banh mi. This will help balance out all the meat and heavy and greasiness from the banh mi. Crispy baguette, flavorful meats, refreshness from the pickled veggie, and creaminess from the condiments.
A lot of pate.
A lot of meat. Over to the next street, we have Bánh Mì Hông Hoa. From what I heard, the 2 banh mi places used to work together. I'm guessing something didn't work out and they decided to split. And here they don't put that much pate on, which I kind of prefer. For me, I like a more balanced banh mi.
bánh mì tạp cẩm. Oh, spicy.
Now we have Quán Ngon Bun Cha Ha Noi. Bun cha is a northern dish that I've never had before. You dip everything into this broth. The lettuce, the bung noodles, and the meats as well. Wasn't sure what I was expecting, but this was so salty. It was delicious, no doubt about that, but you're dipping noodles and everything into fish sauce. It's because the northern palate tends to be a lot saltier. Make sure to drink a lot of water while you're eating this. I totally eat this again, but would water down the fish sauce. Dinner time rolls around and it's rush hour. But we're headed to go get some bánh cuốn. Bánh cuốn is a Vietnamese rice roll. It's typically stuffed with meats and veggies. I heard this place is known for their egg bánh cuốn, which I've never had before. She starts by putting on that batter along with an egg yolk, and then squishes it to spread it out evenly. This will give the bánh cuốn a creamier texture. And this lady over here is making your regular bánh cuốn. She starts by adding a scoop of that pre-made mix filler before cutting up and rolling them out. Each rice roll can make up to 3 of them. And here's your egg bánh cuốn. Once it's steamed to perfection, she'll pick it up with a chopstick and prepare the next one. While that's happening, she'll stuff them with the same mixture as the regular rice one. The mixture usually consists of pork, wood ear, mushrooms, and onions. She'll roll each one up and begin to start plating them. This auntie is adding a side of bean sprouts and herbs and then topping the bánh cuốn with fried onions and dried pork floss. While this auntie here is preparing slices of chả or pork sausages. We ordered a soda chan, which is basically a sparkling lemonade, and you have to make it yourself. They'll give you some coarse sugar, limes, and a can of sparkling water. The sugar took a while to dissolve, but overall it was pretty refreshing. It's time to eat our bánh cuốn trứng. There's a hella giant jar of nước mắm. I've never seen this before, but only in Vietnam. After my first bite, it was soft and chewy, and then you get that nice crunch from the bean sprouts and the herbs. I don't think the egg yolk really made any significant difference in terms of taste and texture, but it was a really good experience to try it out. Now I recommend this dessert place. They're known for serving all different types of chè. Chè is a Vietnamese fruit cocktail. So many people come here for a quick dessert on the go. I tried capturing these ladies make different types of desserts, but I was too slow. When you sit down, they'll also serve you tea. Here we have chè ba mao, which translates to 3 different colors of chè. Anytime you eat chè, you want to mix it all up. It has fruits, jelly, beans, and some coconut milk. And this one is chè sambu lưỡng. I haven't had this since I was probably a kid, so it was cool to see this again. This chè is made with a ton of different dried fruits. It's pretty simple to make, but requires so many different ingredients. Chè is one of those perfect things to eat on a super hot summer day. And it's hot every day in Vietnam. And here we have chè mè đen. It's basically blended sesame seeds. It has such a thick consistency and tastes so good. And I was transported back to my Airbnb via a moped. And last but not least, we have McDonald. Yes, I do think you should go eat out of your comfort zone in any country that you go to, but McDonald's is different in every country. So I want to try all the stuff that we don't have in America. We got a garlic fish sauce fried chicken, and it comes with rice. I thought it was so odd having fried chicken served with rice, but it makes sense here in Vietnam. It was sweet, garlicky, and full of umami. Highly recommend ordering one of these when you're here because it doesn't exist anywhere else. And at their Mick Cafe, they have blueberry cheesecake. Their Mick Cafe is actually a cafe, but here in America, we don't have that. It was silky smooth with a hint of blueberry jam. Saving the best for last, the matcha Oreo McFlurry. I don't think they would offer this flavor anytime soon in America. They definitely didn't hold back on the matcha powder. Well, that's it for now. If you found this video helpful, you also might like this video.